Thanks for checking in with episode 20 of Working on It, a journal of thoughts on the photographs I've taken. In this episode, we're going further back in time, and I'm adding a bit of suspense by not giving the exact location just yet. It's somewhere in New York City. The photograph was taken during an internship from my college days. I'll reveal that location later on in the episode. Again, it's one of the few days in the week I'm working at my internship assignment. The focus for this day, to photograph the neighborhood using a 4x5 large format view camera. The type and size of equipment to use for this project was my own decision. So, along with the camera, which was similar to this, the tripod, film and film holders, peripherals, and carrying case to hold it all. Yes, it was a lot to lug around for the day. With a long walk to the subway, plus the subway ride itself, I arrive at 9 a.m. and begin a photographic walkabout through the neighborhood, examining what I see and considering the purposes of the objects I notice throughout the day, connecting them to the history of the neighborhood. Architecture has always been good indicators to the identity of a neighborhood and the people who live there. Admittedly, though, most parts of the city are much older than the people who actually live there. My guess is this building is still standing, but that telephone booth most likely is gone. Now, a telephone booth such as this one doesn't supply clues to the essence of any neighborhood, let alone define where we'd find it in the city. It does give indications of a time in history, though. The state of disrepair can be a clue as well, though given the year this was taken, one can't be sure. As I've refreshed my memory with this image, I don't recall paying attention to the details like the reflection of trees in the window, but those reflections, combined with the red window blinds and the green window trim, create a direct relation to the telephone booth. Here's an alternate I took later on, an environmental self-portrait, if you will. Note that it takes about 5 minutes to frame, focus, and get correct exposure between this photo and the first one. Large format view cameras are slow process cameras. During these years, I was always doing alternates as well, where I'd place myself in the frame, usually showing myself from the back. I never wanted to make myself to be the main subject of a photograph. Here's one taken 3 months later on the rooftop of my then neighborhood. So, is there enough information in the photo to guess the location in New York City where this was taken? The location technically is part of Manhattan. Governor's Island, November 1987. Here's a photo insight. Photographs have long been considered an essential process for remembering our place in the history of the world. How often do you find yourself reflecting on your own history? Sometimes I see myself being more interested in other people's history through photographs, more so than my own, mainly because I don't have many photographs of myself throughout my younger days. When thinking back in time, have you wished you could recall every moment of your life's history? Logistically, that would be very time-consuming, but to do it would be fascinating. Photographs would be the prime component in remembering every moment in history. Thanks for checking in with today's podcast. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the photographs you just saw. Continue the conversation with me through my website, on Instagram or YouTube. I welcome your comments or questions. Click on the subscribe button and the notification bell when you get to the YouTube channel so you're notified when the next Working on It video podcast is available. I'll see you on Instagram with my daily photo updates. Until then.